have to get this modern idea that this is rationality, this is philosophy, you can't play together. They always play together. This is a great example where they play together. Now, Kabbalah wants to say how it's taken. They want to maintain that God is in fact equally transcendent. They want to maintain that. And they want to maintain God is the God of the Bible that walks around in the Garden of Eden. They want to maintain God's radical transcendence and God's radical. They want to have both. Because they have to have both. Because if God showed up as some God and gave them what's wrong, God is going to respond. And also, if God is responsible for being, God must transcend being. Because being can't come from being. So God must also be beyond being. And how Kabbalah is going to solve this is by teaching us three concepts that people so many Kabbalah scholars but you may not know why they're there. Right? If they're there, it's a lot of things that are problem. Now, solve this is normal. But the mind of the Kabbalah is solved. The first is contradicting self. This is anymore. This is the God of all. And self just means the infinite. Right? Like, it's just the God beyond all. This is the God that is transcendent, that is unknown, that is beyond everything that you could ever imagine, and is on all things. And then where? God is to get here. How does God get here? God emanates out of that vast, infinite, beyond being, that's vast, no thingness, right? God is no thing. God is into emanate out of himself. And how does God emanate out of himself? Well, God emanates out of himself in 10 separate. And those separate for the emanation out of the Godhead, out of the nothingness of the Godhead, somewhere. And bit by bit, the ladder reaching down into the earth. And at the end of that, is God's presence reaching out. That's one aspect of God pours out God's presence. God's presence. That in the shelter of His presence, right, is the imminent reality of God in this world. In the some sense, this is this world. There's a final power in this world. So the solution to this problem that we have between the infinite and finite, this mutable problem, Kabbalah is a very, very, very complicated philosophical problem. Using these three concepts, which is A sub 0, G our give us what it is, right? It's much more complicated. It's much more complicated. Let's talk about something really complex at this time. The earliest one we talk about, right? Many of his churches set out this lecture to learn something that they have to have. What we have, we have, and that's not what we leave on. The earliest school of Kabbalah that we can recognize as such is what we call the sort of speculation. This symbol was somewhere some more recent version and this group of folks seem to have been a very small well problems. Then they also posit the idea that there's some kind of ladder finite. And then, however, that ladder is actually 13 Still stays the same, even if you get fragrance. So in some ways, you can find that the room and the fragrance is an image representation of God on the world. In fact, this I describe read deeper into that room. The idea that the fragrance is being qualified the flower of God. By the way, it's something like flower and always connect together. Poetry, in this weird aspect of the nature of the God that regards feminine and male at the same time, but that also a passage that the God can walk forward. Again, you get this idea of the gender concept of maybe just a little fun found it. These cascades out really like metal flags. And they're still there this time. You're like, oh wow, that's what they were seeing. They thought it was separate, right? Sometimes they imagine the sun going down, they see the sun coming through the light of the water. That image that is very powerful of how the universe functions. There is a very interesting series of commentaries involved in creation. And they're very interesting philosophical conversations and persists. About very brief works of the earliest symbol of Douglas is there. In Spain survived. All these other works only a page long. Most of these were produced for his book text on the fountain of wisdom. And the fountain of wisdom is also well walked and survived with the 15th survivors. The major works that come down with us. Was also referred to as second force, which is the one full of fun. The idea that while something else see from birth, see, you can see eyes, you can see his soul, his mind, have this ability, because like the Lord lived in like the rest of us, like the Lord can see the inner structure of reality, whereas just see a bunch of fusions. That's the idea that it's like the Lord was on the cross, that's what it's like. So I always like to refer to it as something else, or the eyes of the mind, rather from this bond, this ability. As a secret. Henry II in the late 12th century. He was an adjunct novelist. He was a full-time novelist. He was a novelist teacher. And he got fixated, he fixed this too. After the second World War II, the number of 7 to 10, he uses verse 5 from 1 Chronicles 29:11 to fix the number of 7 to 10 in the Second World War basically just in terms of right? So they can't have Howdy, I'll be back in a second. My cat's asking to come in.
Certainly, take your time, Mike.
Yeah, she's a lovely cat, but she's also a nuisance. All right, let me find the email where we talked about what we're going to talk about. And, there we go.
Excellent.
All right, so,
Do you mind if I ask a question?
yeah.
Okay, so I know we previously said that the first session would be like you would give an introduction of, and then we would just name the topics that we review in the upcoming session. Is that still the plan?
Yep.
Okay, excellent. So we won't be going into in depth on life extension technology today. That'll be for next time, right?
No, I think we have plenty of time to start because, an introduction is very quick. I mean, I'll just talk to you about who you are and what you do, and then we'll introduce the first topic.
Oh, okay.
It's just going to be a very short interview.
Absolutely. Okay, so to clarify, we'll do the introduction, and then if you don't mind, I'll just say what we'll do in the upcoming 5 sessions, and then today we'll move into life extension technology. And then I had that list. It'll take me about a minute to read the different topics. We discuss it, have a discussion for a few minutes on each one of them, whatever one comes to mind. We'll keep it to about 20 minutes of the session today, correct? Excellent.
That sounds good to me.
Thing when you introduce me, if it's possible, could you show my YouTube lives like last time or 2 times ago, where you type in Rabbi Rothschild into YouTube live so people can see all my different live streams?
What's your YouTube channel name again?
So it's my name, Rabbi Rothschild, Rabbi space Rothschild, and then you go to the filter. You remember the filter? It's in the right corner, and then it's the 4th column down, and then you'll see all of them simultaneously.
Yeah, I'm just trying to live. Where is that?
Certainly. So there's a filter.
Yeah, I've got filter, but I can't see the live.
Okay, so then it's the 4th column of the filters.
Oh, there it is. Gotcha. Okay, there we go. Okay, we can do that. You want me to do that right now, or you wait until we start talking?
Once we start talking, once we're recording.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll get going.
In progress.
Well, welcome aboard to the Mike Holt Show, and today my guest is Rabbi Rothschild, and you're in California.
That's correct.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, because it's a very interesting chat.
Thank you so much. Yes, I'm based in California. I stream my life 24 hours a day, 765 days a year for world peace. I've been doing so for more than 4 years. My streams go back to the pandemic. We've seen the death of a queen, the birth of AI, the king, and everything in between. If any of the audience has ever seen the movie The Truman Show or the television show Big Brother, it's very similar to that. Every moment of my waking and sleeping life is recorded live on YouTube, and not just one YouTube stream, but multiple, at least 20, generally at any given time, and other streams as well. I multi-stream. In 2017, The Economist magazine stated that data had overtaken petroleum as Earth's #1 resource, and I have more data archived on the internet than any individual ever. May make me an influential person someday, and anyone listening out there, I want to make you, your friends, your family, all financially independent if you're not already. I want to ensure that you have generational wealth if you don't already, and I want you to be able to start charities and philanthropic organizations of your own. Thank you.
Okay, well, look, I'm going to share the screen here and show you a live stream here. So if anybody wants to follow up on the Rabbi, it's YouTube, Rabbi Rothschild, and then in the filters over here, you select live, and that will give you all the live streams going out here. The obvious first question, Rabbi, is what is your affiliation with the Rothschilds, the WEF?
Most certainly. Often we share a surname, but we're not all bankers, and I certainly am not paid. In addition to being a rabbi, I'm a certified project management professional. I have successfully launched apps on the App Store and Google Play and had contracts with major Fortune 100 organizations, but certainly there are other aspects of the dynasty that I am not as closely related.
Well, that's good to hear. It's a bit like me and my family name is Holt, and we had a prime minister over here, Harold Holt, who back in the
Right.
and so people often ask me, "Oh, are you any relation to Harold?" And I always tell them, "No, we're from the side of the family that can swim."
That's hilarious.
And actually, that's true. My father was an Olympic swimmer, and I was a champion swimmer.
Oh, wow.
So we do swim.
Impressive.
Anyway, back to you, because your work is quite intriguing. And I must say, when I first met you, I was astounded at what you're into. So why don't we talk about, we're going to cover 5 major topics here, but why don't you start us off with the first one?
Okay, most certainly. And to anyone out there, if I may just preface, things on my stream that of benefit to the world, like ending world hunger through the use of technology, which we'll talk about some of this technology, but just an overview. Things like perhaps greenhouses, floating greenhouses, things like perhaps cloud seeding, things like even vertical farming, um, uh, agricultural drones. These are all very advanced ideas that I like. Additionally, ways to end thirst in the world. I'm part of a build wells in developing nations and water towers, and I continue these types of ideas on scale when I go viral. Additionally, I think a really excellent opportunity is desalination technology, where we pump earth seawater onto land, which I think is very important as well. Now, as for Mike's request, we have a series of 5 sessions upcoming, and today is the first one. We'll be discussing life extension technologies. Session 5 is extraterrestrial life. So some of the life extension technologies that we have planned for session 1 are things like gene aging, using genetic modifications to slow, stop, or reverse biological aging processes. CRISPR gene editing, a precise technology for editing DNA sequences within living cells. Things like perhaps stem cell therapy, using stem cells to repair or replace damaged tissues and organs. Things like regenerative medicine, a field focused on restoring or replacing damaged cells, tissues, or organs. Organ regeneration, growing or repairing organs within the body or in lab. Things like 3D bioprinting organs, printing living tissues or organs layer by layer, biological materials, lab replacement organs, options for transplantation, blood plasma exchange therapy, a person's plasma to remove harmful substances to rejuvenate biological systems. Things like perhaps peptide therapies, using short amino acids to influence biological functions like healing or hormone regeneration. Things like human growth hormone therapy, supplementing HGH to promote growth, metabolism, and potential anti-aging effects. Testosterone replacement therapy, which is becoming much more common, restoring testosterone levels in individuals with low hormone production. And this is for both men and women. Things like perhaps epigenetic reprogramming, resetting gene expression patterns in a more youthful state without perhaps another one we might be able to cover is repair therapies, treatments aimed at fixing or improving the function of cell energy producers. That's just some of the lists that we have to perhaps review. And with that being said,
One of those therapies sounds like they have been incorporated in medbeds. Is that right?
to my knowledge,
So let's start there. What is a medbed? How does it work? Do we get one? That's the last question. Tough one.
certainly. So you're saying medbed, right? And as let's get the formal definition. MEDBED. All right. So this is a theory, short for medical beds. It may be a realistic technology, but it's also a theory popularized in some different communities since the early 2020s. Believers believe that some of these devices be able to cure any disease, regenerate limbs, and reverse aging using certain concepts, perhaps using also different types of emerging technology. The theory asserts that these beds may be possessed by certain people within society or groups, and perhaps withheld from the public. While I'm not I'm not positive on who has access to this. Much of this technology is available to the average person. Now, many people may say that the average person perhaps be able to afford testosterone or human growth hormone when they're doing what they can to just make ends meet. But these types of technologies are becoming more common and more affordable. Also, things like peptides, certainly some weight loss supplements, and other things to perhaps extend human life are starting to be covered by different insurances and may become more common in for people. So, with those types of opportunities on the horizon, I think that perhaps these life extension technologies may be more common for your average individual within the next decade or so, and perhaps may increase the average life expectancy for a Western individual from about age 80 today to perhaps maybe age 100, 120, a generation or two from now, which I find to be very exciting.
Well, I plan to live forever, and I think so far so good.
You're doing really well at it. And I wonderful mindset to have. And I talk about that a lot, especially on my stream. I certainly talk about life extension technology, oxygen therapy, human growth hormone, stem cells, cryonics, nootropics, peptides, cold shock therapy, red light therapy, perhaps ambrosia therapy, or cold shock therapy. But I also talk about I think a really exciting type of technology known as mind uploading technology. And this is with everyone's consent. Consent's really big in my, and you shouldn't have any technology forced upon you, I feel, if you don't want it. But for those of us who perhaps may want to continue life like it sounds like Mike wants to, and I do as well, there may be the utilization of a type of technology known as mind uploading technology, where, with your consent, we can scan your brain into a computer like a CAT scan or an MRI, knowing where every atom is in your central nervous system and your peripheral nervous system, for later download as an android, an avatar, a cyborg, a cybernetic being, a clone of yourself, a robot, an ethereal being, whatever you want to be. But there may be an opportunity in the future, and perhaps not the not so distant future, to be able to have this digital immortality or immortality of a certain kind. So I think this isn't science fiction anymore. It's becoming science fact.
Yes, look, I believe very strongly in technology. I love AI because it's such a great tool, and a lot of people seem to have lost sight of this, that it is just a tool manipulated by human beings, and any that it does is just as any bad that it does, because it's the human operator that does it. But I've made some major changes to my life in my later years, actually on a carnivore diet right now, which is marvelous. Like, it's healing me. And as you can see, how old would you say I am?
25 years old.
Oh yeah, again, I'm 70 years old, and I'm still young, thinking with all my. I'm not as agile as I used to be because I've got 2 titanium knees now, knee joints. But apart from that, I'm in good shape, and even the doctors are telling me, "Gee, you're in right." So, you know, I believe that a good, healthy lifestyle is part of this longevity that we can achieve. And you know, I go to the where I can. I've got a membership, so no problem there times a week. But lately I've been very busy, and of course, terrible weather here. So I get there when I can. But I'm also eating well. I'm sleeping well. I'm happy. I've got a happy household here. Wonderful wife, and she's a good partner. So you know, I think all of these things factor into helping a man or a woman, for that matter, live longer than normal. And my wife's family, for instance, I was at the bedside of her 103-year-old grandmother just before she died. Her mother has just reached 95. Or maybe more. Yeah, she's 90 something anyway. And she's not getting any younger. None of us are. So, and my family, the same thing. My mother died at 91. My father at 85. But he did look after himself. He had a stupid diet, and you know, he was always angry. And you can't live life happily if you're always angry, and that cut his life short. So I tend not to worry about the things I can't control, and I control the things I can.
That's an excellent philosophy, and especially with some of these emerging technologies, in collaboration with what you're currently doing, the carnivore diet is an excellent, I feel, diet to utilize. It's high protein, generally low carbohydrates. The ketogenic diet is quite similar. Implement more fats into the diet, but if you're aware, using the carnivore diet or the ketogenic diet, after a few days, sometimes it's called keto flu. There are other names for it, of perhaps withdrawal of carbohydrates. You have more energy than you've ever had in your entire life. And you're spry, just like you're talking. You feel the mental sharpness, and you recognize that you don't get hungry nearly have a primarily carbohydrate based diet. And you can test your ketogens. You're using little test strips with your urine to ensure that you maintain a ketogenic life within the ketogenic, the proper ketogenic. And it's just incredibly valuable way to live your life. If you haven't had the opportunity to try it, it's worth the exercise to just say, I'm going to say, for this week, I'm going to really try to limit my carbohydrate intake and focus on protein and perhaps fats. And you'll find after about 2 to 3 days, you no longer have those hunger pains. You'll no longer have that midday slothiness that many people experience. And as you can see, Mike, who is in his late 70s, is as spry as someone 20 or 30 years younger. I know I've had many conversations with extremely sharp, and we should all want to be perhaps are of a similar age. And so I think that is certainly an excellent utilization you have brought into your life. I also think that in conjunction, perhaps in the future, there will be, and these are already being experimented, but not just anti-aging, but also reverse engineering aging types of pharmaceuticals that may be able to actually add individual's life. We're at the press. We are at the brink of something really special where someone perhaps a generation see 80 years old as perhaps the time when they're starting to wind down, when in reality, just based on changing your diet, some of the things that Mike and I have discussed, you're going to add decades to your humanism to be able to live forever. And that's what Mike, and that's what I want.
Well, the thing is, when I started this diet, little things in my body, I had my liver wasn't functioning properly. I had split nails, fingernails, and after I started the diet, everything healed. The last time I went and got a blood test, the doctor said, "Oh, your kidneys and liver are all in very good shape. I've had my heart checked. That's excellent." So, yeah, I'm in pretty good shape for an old fella, and I'm looking forward to a very long and productive life. I find now, with all this energy, I'm achieving more in my so-called retirement than I did during my business life. And I was a pretty busy boy during my business life. I ran 3 companies.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Well, that's incredible.
So,
and anyone who's watching you right now is a witness to that. That very easily you could have several more decades of life, and that's without any type of life extension technology or pharmaceuticals that may be able to reverse age. And Mike, you and we both, I feel, live at an extremely exciting time of history where generations ago that they were on the brink of something really special, of being able to perhaps live longer and perhaps indefinitely, but they just fell short. And the opportunity to perhaps live forever is a real is becoming more realistic, I would say. Now, there's one caveat that I would like to say within the idea and the argument of living forever. I think living forever could potentially say, or do my best to say, if forever, you should be able to live forever within reason. You might get sick of living someday as being a cyborg or a robot or another version, and you may be sick of it. And so I want people to have the freedom that living forever within reason is the key. And if you want to stop all of the regeneration someday, I feel that you should also be able to live a very well lived life here on Earth, and perhaps be able to explore the stars, as has been perhaps by previous generations, and be able to um, basically live all of the dreams that you have lived. But at a certain point, I feel you able to end the life that you wish under your conditions. What are your thoughts on that?
I'd say if I get bored, go look for some new planets.
That's absolutely true.
We're running short on time here.
Sure.
So let me just share the screen and we'll talk about, that was the wrong screen. Hang on. There we go. We'll talk about the next session that we're going to do next week, which is innovations shaping a better planet. I think this is going to be a very interesting one. And I look forward to seeing you there.
Absolutely. And for anyone who wants to learn more about my project, feel free to go to my Linktree, linktree.com/Rabbi Rothschild. You'll find all my links there. I have more social media than perhaps anyone on earth. This is a very academic project as well. I recently was submitted to some major publications for big data and the study of. I really think that anyone who hears this out there, if they know anybody who's interested in the topics that we discussed, tell them about my stream, tell them about our series on these podcasts, because this is going to be really big. This has the opportunity to perhaps be one of the biggest events in global history, the opportunity to see someone's life in its 24/7 24/7 unification, and to be able to follow along with someone's life. It's really something special. So I thank you, Mike, for the opportunity. I look forward to our upcoming series, and thank you to the audience.
Thank you. See you again.
Take care. What is a med bed? All right, you happy? Yeah, don't forget to mute this one. That could have been bad. Thankfully. Are you happy? Yeah, it's okay. Are you happy? Yeah. Are you? Yeah, it could have gone a little better. There were times where I struggled finding a word here or there, but overall, it's fine. Really? Yeah, I'd like to watch it. Hopefully, it goes well.
From the world famous Comedy Store main room for a brand new episode of Kill Tony. Give it up for Tony X Classic.
Hey! Wow, how exciting is this? I'm here with the great Brian Rennie. How are you, my friend? Good. Exciting to be here. Good to be back home. Went on the road this weekend forever and headline shows for the first time in 4 months. 4 1-hour-long Salt Lake City, Utah.
Was it outside or was it inside?
It's socially distanced. Nobody getting sick. Everybody's healthy out there. You know, a lot of these places where sort of more perceived to be very free people. They don't have as many cases. It's wild out there because they're all healthy. They wear masks and so they just because there's nothing to catch.
So less people spread out more.
Well, yeah, of course, yes. They're not. It's not Los Angeles or New York. That is absolutely correct. You are right. Compare it to us would be absolutely. But I'm excited to be home. First thing I did when I flew back home, I texted the great Ryan J. Ebel.
Oh, Ryan J. Ebel here.
There he is.
Yeah.
There's Ryan J. And here it comes. Wait, let's do that one more time. It's Ryan J. Ebel. Whoa, there he is. Everyone that didn't believe he was here. And I came in, I texted Ryan, I said, we're going to have fun on Monday. And then, you know, the next thing I did? I called Vito's Pizza and I ordered a platter, a giant party platter, baked ziti. And I went and I played corn friends and we ate baked ziti and we laughed all day long. I'm telling you, you get the party platter, the baked ziti from Vito's, and you blow people's minds. It comes with a salad, garlic knots. You like garlic knots?
Definitely, especially when you're playing cornhole.
Exactly. Nothing more fun than garlic knots and cornhole. Some people might be wondering, why baked ziti in 100-degree weather? And I'm telling you, there's no better time. I almost can't wait for it to get cold outside so that I can eat more ziti. Nice. Vito's Pizza is the best. They keep us filled up every single Monday here. It's incredible. In fact, tonight joining us, if I can give a little shout out, you know, the great Charlie's always here, everybody. One of the sweets, always there to greet you. The beautiful Vito's Pizza on La Cienega. I love it. Caveman Coffee's a thing. Use the promo code KillTony and get coffee. I like the hibiscus tea.
I just got a new pack from the other day.
Heck yeah. And life is good. But with tonight's extra special show, here's a little bit more from our sponsors. Now more than ever, you really shouldn't put off seeing a dog feeling well. And I know that with everything going on, it can be difficult to put your health first. really tough to see a doctor nowadays. You don't want to go in there, you don't want to get sick, you may be putting off seeing a doctor because you're too busy with work, kids, life in general. That's why I use PlushCare. They make seeing a doctor so easy. I do it right from home. PlushCare provides virtual doctor appointments through your smartphone or computer. I just pick a time that works for me and book an appointment right online. I don't have to sit on hold forever to make it up the house, sit in a crowded waiting room and be exposed to who knows what. You know about this, Red Band.
I think it's great. With PlushCare, I can be diagnosed, treated, and even have a prescription sent to my pharmacy of choice if needed. PlushCare accepts most major insurance carriers and is available in all 50 states. And at Doctor's Care, they're here to help by discussing treatment options, providing prescriptions as needed. And they're available anytime if I have questions. If you need a regular checkup or have questions about mental health, PlushCare doctors are also available to help for that. Schedule any appointment today and discuss your treatment options. You know, it's real great. This is one of those things that's super easy and it makes sense. You just go on your phone or your laptop, answer a few questions, a real doctor. I loved how easy.
With PlushCare, I don't put off seeing a doctor, and neither should excuses. Make your appointment today. Go to PlushCare.com/Tony. That's PLEARE.com, Tony. PlushCare.com/Tony. Today's episode is brought to you by Sheath Underwear. She uses moisture-wicking underwear that keeps everything breathable and incredibly comfortable for your stairs. Sheath Smart Underwear come in a number of different styles, including a brief with a full pouch that make your balls feel like they're floating on clouds while you work out, walking around somewhere hot. It's like an inverted kangaroo, keeps your junk from sticking to your legs. You know about this, Brian.
I love them. I can't go there after having these. Sheath underwear was invented by a soldier while serving in Iraq, where you can imagine balls tend to get very hot. He developed the prototype in Iraq and raised money on Kickstarter to launch Sheath. And now they're right here supporting our show, and we're wearing them right now.
They're supporting my balls. Balls goodbye.
Please support our sponsors because our sponsors keep this show going. Support Sheath and they'll support you where accounts downstairs.
Bottom line, Sheath creates amazing underwear, and if you don't 100% money back guarantee off your first pair. Plus, they have an amazing line of underwear for women too. I wear my sheets all the time, wearing them right now. There's proof. You see that logo? That's the Sheath logo. I see red bands too. We all wear Sheath. They gave us a tester pack of these, and I went to their website and I bought a bunch myself. Now I only wear Sheath underwear. Sometimes when it's hot, I'll just slide the balls and dick hole right through there. I'll slide my stuff right into the pouches just to let it cool down, and then I'll pull it back. You don't have to leave it in there. There's no prison sentence for your balls, but you can indeed, like I like to say, kiss your balls goodbye. So go get your new favorite pair of underwear by going to underwear.com. Use the code Tony for 20% off your order in the world. Once more, that's sheathunderwear.com. Use the code Tony for 20% off. And we're back to start tonight's show. People in this room, few people in the room, extremely distanced, extremely temperature checked here at the Comedy Store. They go through a rigorous process, and so did tonight's guest. We have one of what? Now someone's mad at temperature checks in the room.
The guest.
We have an amazing guest, everybody. He is one of our favorite guests in the history of the show, one of the most utilized guests in the history. A true brother from another mother. My friend, you know from all of his hit shows, Workaholics, Riffin' with Griffin. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the great Eric Griffin, everybody. Here we go. Welcome, Eric Griffin. Welcome back, sir. I'm excited to play with you tonight.
Yeah, how you been?
I'm
It's been
great.
like 7 months.
I know, it's been a long
It's
time.
crazy, right?
That's it. The only time I text you is the show.
I know. Never hello, how you doing?
Right, I know you're
Want to go
good.
to lunch?
I know you're good. I know you're good. Even if you got the Rona, you have like 40 pounds that you can lose. You know what I mean?
First of all, I'm down 25 pounds.
Yeah. Really? Did you get it already?
No, I
You
just,
got the Rona?
I'm just doing good.
I love it, man. I'm happy for you. I'm excited.
Oh, shit, immediately when I sit down.
Nothing more fun than getting to see you and fist bump those hairy knuckles of yours. Those things are.
Well, I miss your Adam's cantaloupe.
Hey, that's it. Excited that you're here, Eric. You've been on the show many a times. We've had so much fun, and we're gonna have fun again. I'm sure that you're. What's going on in your life? Anything crazy going on? I love that you make Instagram.
Yeah, I'm cooking. I'm engaged.
Whoa!
Congratulations. I didn't get her a ring, but I got her a promise card.
A promise card.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
The kind of ring she wants. I'm like, it's not practical at this particular time.
Right.
I need a car. Let's do that. You know.
What kind of car? Is it a used car?
No, it's a nice Buick.
Nothing says I do more than a Buick Sabre.
Hey, it's an Encore GX. That's the car she wanted.
I love it. That's what a guy wants in this world, is a woman to settle for a Buick. You know what I mean?
I got a good one. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm sure from your numerous appearances on this show that there is a band here in this show on Kilto. Every single episode they commit to being different characters. Jeremiah is out on this episode, but we have the rest of the best band in the land. Let's see who they tonight. I'm in my guts. This is going to be an extra special one. Ladies and gentlemen, here they are, the Kiltoni Band. Jetski, Jesse Johnson, Joelberg, Chroma Chris. Here we go. Whoa! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
This is what coronavirus looks like in real life.
Unbelievable. I heard that song. I thought, this makes sense. Firemen this week. And then they come out and they are actual fire. There's smoke. There have been wildfires here in California all week. Ash falling from the sky times here in California. And I can't put some actual fire on the show. How are fire?
Wildfire.
Oh, that's your name, Wildfire?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, Fire. Good to see you. You've been busy lately, right?
Yeah, I'm actually a big fan of comedy.
Really?
Yeah. I got a good Donald Trump impression.
Oh, can we hear it?
Yeah. You're fired.
Hey! I love it.
Hey! She's been here all week, right?
I love it. I love it. And then we have this little fire patch over here. What's your name?
Hey guys, my name is Campfire.
Hey! It's the
I really
full fire.
enjoy nature and the outdoors.
Yes.
Feel the breeze between my flames.
You do. It's a whole fire family here tonight. Very excited about it. And clearly back here, one of my favorite street fighters.
Yeah, I reused the wig.
What's your name?
The name's Forrest.
Forrest. Last name Fire, I'm guessing.
Yeah. AKA Diego Fuego.
Wow. And where are you coming in from tonight?
Fucking everywhere, dude.
Awesome. So we have the entire Fire family. We have the great return of Eric Griffith show. All right, sounds great to me. Fire people up here. Then one of the people that constantly sort of looks like fire. This young man from beautiful Memphis, Tennessee, has taken the show by one of the longest standing regulars in the history of the show. One of my favorite all-time silly joke writers. Excited to see what he's got up his sleeve this week. True artist, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Big Red Machine, William Montgomery.
Oh boy.
Here he is.
First off, big fan, Eric. Nice to finally meet you.
You don't remember when we met?
All right, here he goes. 60 seconds uninterrupted from William Montgomery.
This might be a little longer than 60 seconds. Everybody always says don't mess with cockroaches. They're but who's ever gotten sick from cockroaches? Hey, hear about Anthony? He has cancer. Shit from smoking? Nah, a cockroach touched his leg when he was chasing it around his bathroom. He has 6 months left to live. I'm not suggesting we keep them as pets, but let's not for some pharmaceutical company out there trying to find the cure for roach flu. I said that kind of weird. We let dogs sleep in the bed with us while both of us are naked, and yet a roach crawls around the kitchen cabinet, and we contemplate starting a gender reveal fireworks party. You don't think we're rolled around in the same shit as the roach? There's a lot more. Dogs and roaches are practically the same. It's just dogs have better lobbyists. Dogs have Sarah McLachlan singing in every commercial. Roaches have a spray. Every roach commercial. Should I finish it?
Keep going, absolutely. I'll listen to an hour on roaches.
Every roach commercial starts out as a fat cigar smoking roach plotting with other fat roach friends how they can ruin the value of your home. Then some white man in a cave shows up with the most toxic chemical known to man and just ices the hell out of those degenerate moochers. Meanwhile, roaches are supposed to be the oldest insects known to man or some bullshit. Up to by the same people claiming that dogs and humans have a horrible disease. Up to me and says, "Sorry, buddy, you've got MS. I'm going to call bullshit because next he's going to blame it on a roach."
Wow. There he goes, William Montgomery. Oh, look at that. Outside of the wheelhouse a bit, sticking to one subject the entire time, coming in with a guns a-blazing bit that can really kill at a cockroach fundraiser or something like that.
All right.
So let me start off with this question. Are you currently dealing with an infiltration of cockroaches?
I am.
Yes, I had a feeling. Yep. So how many are we talking about? How many see on an average day?
200.
Oh, okie dokie. Yeah, that's a serious. Oh wow, one just crawled out.
Hey, by the way, there's some shorts in the office for William.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy at the front was pissed.
Zach, can you go grab shorts from the office? If that's true, we have to make it part of this episode right now. We're going to debut the Emperor's new clothes. This is William's new shorts.
I'm excited.
Are you excited?
I am.
I hope they fit properly. That's my only problem. You are oddly shaped.
I know.
And we have to figure out how to keep them on you. You have a belt on those things?
Yep.
It's the only way there's.
Yeah,
you can't even see belly shirt again? Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
What a debacle.
That belly button is big enough to do. In fact, you were in Vegas the whole week. How
I was.
Yeah, you didn't have this Vegas trip. You're just like,
You got mad last time, so I thought I would keep it under wraps.
yeah, you're posting it the second you got there on Instagram. That's great.
I want to say, you seem oddly sober.
I know. After the debacle with the podcast, it did get the most views we've had in a long time, which is positive. But it wasn't great.
Sure, if you were still with us.
I heard about this. He had a little.
Oh man, you had a thing bigger than this full of vodka. I didn't know till the end. Hot fucking mess.
Wow.
So to see you right now, I can feel some like the haze is off of you right now.
Is there anything to Eric Griffin who showed up, who probably drove all the way to Burbank to be part of your show, and then you went there?
I apologize for sabotaging.
Wow. Wow, there you go.
For him.
You accept his
Are you going to
apology?
accept my apology?
Oh, look at that.
You think you can just get off that easy?
I do.
Typical alcoholic things. You can just apologize,
You know what I mean? That's
and push
it.
it away.
You know?
Yep. Just because he doesn't remember what he did doesn't mean we forget.
Still step two.
So, any highlight of this Vegas trip?
I lost $1,000.
How much did you lose?
1,000.
Did you have to your name before?
Like 1,200.
Wow, 200 left.
Still got 200.
Was there?
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just want to know, how's the gambling? Like, what is that like in Vegas right
Oh,
now?
it's the same. They're taking.
No, but I mean, like, at the tables, like, There's in between plexiglasses. Oh wow!
Yeah. And then a guy like William shows up at your blackjack table, and everybody gets up and moves to a different table.
The glass is all foggy and sweaty.
Coughing everywhere.
Did you lose that on like slots, like the electronic?
Did you lose the majority of roulette? Yes. What are your numbers in roulette?
I would do red every time and even.
Wow. Like opposite of what I do. Oh my god. Is this real? Bring him in here. Yeah. Oh, come on. This is Zach Bogus. Bring it up here, Zach.
Oh my god.
Up here, Zach. Up here.
Are those really all shorts?
With us,
This
right?
is uncontaminated.
Wow.
This is
And ask for $100 from everybody next time.
Oh, well.
Yeah, the guy in front got mad.
I'll put in a good word for you. Let's, is this real? Let's start opening them up. Oh, it says William Montgomery. This is hilarious.
Wow. Yeah, are the whip trucks? What are those?
My goodness. Let's open up another one.
That's the one he's fighting for the
Keep
world
opening them up.
champion.
Look at those. My goodness, this is very exciting. This guy, for those of you who don't know, maybe this is your first episode watching. Oh, look at this.
Look at that.
Uh-oh. Did someone just escape from a French prison?
Yeah.
Beetlejuice.
Those are I Love Lucy swim shorts.
Uh-oh. Look at this.
Oh,
Miami metrosexual.
love it.
Oh, my goodness. This is very exciting.
I feel his balls.
Red Band's so excited. He's pushing the table back. He can't believe he gets to open. Whoa!
Like Brian bought those for William.
Leveraging the... Oh, you got it. Just don't use your foot to push off on the table. There we go. Oh, my goodness. More shorts for William. This is... Ooh, black and gray camouflage. It's from the David Lucas collection right there. Brothers in cursive, they have the same. Oh, look at that!
Those are David's good shorts.
Look at that! Those are a pair of extra large Tony Hinchcliffe golf shorts right there. Very exciting. Oh, here we go. Whoa, look at those! You know, these will be the only pair that he wears for 6 months for some reason. Uh-oh, look at that.
Damn.
Yep. Grandpa with coronavirus shorts there. Whoa, these are classy. Oh my goodness, what are you gonna do with those, William? Oh my god, whichever listener did this, you are an absolute fucking legend. Hey, look at this! You can wash your shorts. Wash your shorts. Wash your shorts. This is very exciting, ladies and gentlemen. An entire container of Tide. It has happened. Dreams have come true. William Montgomery's been wearing the same pair of shorts for, what has it been, years?
8 years, probably.
8 years, and now he has many pairs. This is, wow, this is another nice
and
pair.
tie. It's like you just got out of rehab.
Look at that. Charcoal black, right there. That. Black shorts matter. Oh, look at these ones. Those might be a little bit big on you. I'm warning you about that pair. Those look a little thick. You might have to give those to your brother in cursive. Whoa!
Oh, look at those. I like
these
those.
ones.
Those are
William
fun.
Montgomery. Oh my god, somebody sent 25 pairs of shorts to the Comedy Store. This is exactly what I thought was going to happen.
Hey, can we burn his old shorts?
Oh! Burn
No.
those shorts. Burn
No.
those shorts. Oh my god, William. What do you have to... Zach, can you zoom in on this?
But that's how that gender reveal fire started.
The waist to the head. William, what to say to the person that sent you these shorts?
Just thank you so much. It seems like it's really going to help me out.
Are you going to wear them?
Oh, yeah. I'll start tomorrow.
You know, tonight, why don't you go to the back and put on the put on the blue ones with the sharks and dolphins or whatever that is, and take those things off,
I
and
think
we
we
will.
should put one on in between each person. So we get a little...
Should we do that? Should we do a little William fashion show? Okay.
Yeah. Perfect.
There he goes. There he goes. The great William Montgomery. Everybody, he's gonna start putting on shorts. Yeah, go. All right.
I mean, improvement.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. You should have the amount of relaxation we had before the show, not having to hear a saxophone being tuned.
And you know what sucks is that
the episode that said the short thing, the one after, you asked if we hadn't gotten any shorts. And so that means more people are going to send tons of shorts. We might have this going on for a while.
Good. Tell Curtis it's because of Tony, and then it'll be allowed magically. Anyway, so I pulled the name out of the bucket. We had a few signups tonight, obviously, in a controlled, temperature-checked environment, and I pulled the name out. Your first comedian getting a 60-second uninterrupted set-in with a fresh and clean, sanitized microphone goes by the name of Stephen Belkowski. Hey, it is Stephen Belkowski. His name is Stephen Belkowski. Here he is. It's Stephen Belkowski.
Quarantine's been kind of lonely, so I got a Tinder the other day. My bio is brief. I have Hulu and HBO. I'm looking for a lady with Netflix, Disney Plus, and no gag reflex. I went on my first quarantine date, and with this girl, as soon as we get there, she's like, "Hey, I should give you a heads up. I'm a pescatarian." It's like, that's cool. I don't really believe in, they don't judge. Dating even before quarantine is tough though, because I feel like, all women my age are just looking for like a potential father figure, like someone to raise their kids, and I can't have any kids, It's just, when you're a parent, you gotta be able to answer questions on the fly, like yes, no, yes. A kid ever comes up to you and is like, "Dad, have you ever freebased cocaine?" He can't giggle and ask why. Do you have it? I wonder if horses enjoy ketamine as much as I do.
Alright. Stephen Belkowski. Alright, why would horses enjoy ketamine? I don't get that one.
You just gotta figure it's a lot of people say it's a horse tranquilizer. It's not. They use it on cats. They use it in EMTs use it and shit in ambulances. It's just right. So I like to tell people animal tranquilizer,
Right. Do you use it a lot?
Not a lot, but I try not to.
Hold on. Hold the fuck on.
Not a lot.
That sounds like...
There's a lot of people going ketamine nowadays. Low amounts of ketamine. I know some people that... You've been using it too. How long ago was that? Absolutely. You can do it yourself. Non-traumatizing childhood parents will stay together.